All right, let's take a look at an adjustment. So typically I'll start just by looking at his posture. And as you can see, he thinks he's straight on the table, but he has actually quite the lean over to one side. All right, so we'll also see what the muscle tone is like in his spine, see where he's got muscles that are holding on really tight and giving us some of those compensation patterns. Okay, he's a little tight on the right thoracic, and as you can see, his left hip is sitting over this way. Kind of straighten out his legs a little bit and see what is happening. Well, yeah, you can see there's a big difference there. Don't worry, there's no difference in the length of his legs. He doesn't have a short leg, therefore he does not need a shoe lift. What he has is dysfunction in his sacrum and hips. So let's correct that. I'm gonna raise the table here, and I'm gonna do 3 drops, and the sacrum is not gonna pop, crunch, or crack. I'm gonna rotate the sacrum back to center and drop the table. I'm gonna do that 3 times. Good, one more. Very good. All right, let's stretch out that psoas muscle. Relax all this in here. Nice stretch in there, good. Deep breath into that. Good, nice and relaxed, I love it. There we go. Okay, let all that go. Deep breath in and out. Okay, you didn't hear the crunch there. Oh my gosh, did the chiropractor adjust him? Yes. The crunch is not the adjustment. He can feel the shifting. There's absolutely movement going on in there. But this is not one of those YouTube channels where we add extra noise just for the fun of it. All right. So as you can see, he already has a much more relaxed position here. All right, we're gonna go this side up facing me. So he's gonna lay on his right hip and shoulder. Very good. I'm gonna curl the top leg, straighten out the bottom one there. I'm just gonna get him exactly where I want him to be. He's just gonna go loosey-goosey for me. All right, so we're gonna come over here. Beautiful. Let's go to the other side. Very nice, on your back. All right, now, sitting a little squampus again. There we go. You can see some of this is coming from his hips. A lot of it is actually also coming from up at the very top at C1. We're gonna bend that knee for me there. Hold your shoulders nice and tight for me there. Good, very good. And blow it out. Good. Good, very nice. Drop that, relax your hands under your stomach. Cameraman, why don't you come on over here for me? All right. So I'm analyzing his spine right now to see where he may have some imbalance. And we can see right here on the left side of his neck at C1, it's not very happy. Now I happen to know that this patient in particular does like to seize in his neck sometimes. So it's also my job to help you to feel relaxed, right? So what we're gonna do is a very mild adjustment here. Just relax into that. We're here on C1. This might not even make a large pop, that's okay. Okay, just relax for me there. Oh yeah, did you feel that? Of course you did. You didn't hear it, it was a beautiful adjustment. This patient isn't very poppy. We're not concerned about that. Everything has moved throughout this adjustment. With that C1 being adjusted, it's gonna sit more center, which means his head is gonna sit more center on his spine. He is gonna be feeling a lot better today. Okay, so we got C1 adjusted. Let's see if there's anything else in his neck that needs a little bit of help. And as you'll notice, these are not heavy rotation adjustments. Over here, we're about C3. Just want you to relax for me there. Good. We don't need to rotate the neck. We're not putting your nose in a new zip code. And then we're gonna come down to the cervical thoracic junction on his left. That's a really deep adjustment in there. Good. Perfect. Didn't hear a bunch of noise because you don't always have to hear a bunch of noise. Preston felt all of that movement and he's in much better biomechanical shape now. We'll see you next time.